Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rabia Khalid, and I'm going to present the topic problem identification and idea background. The first step in developing a business is problem identification and understanding the background of the idea chosen. Due to industrial development and urbanization, we are losing arable lands every day, producing food in environments where arable land is unavailable or rare at the most is a greatest challenge for us. For example, deserts, mountainside towns, and highly dense urban areas. Food demand is also increasing with the rapid growth in population along with ever decreasing arable lands. Farmers and sellers don't take health safety measures, which results in lack of fresh, nutritious, and healthy food crops. Based on the conventional farming, seasonal food crops are not available all year round. Crops in a field can be adversely affected by the natural calamities such as torrential rains, cyclones, flooding, or severe droughts, events which are becoming increasingly common as a result of global warming. In order to increase the crop yield, farmers are also using excessive amount of chemicals, pesticides, which in turn is harmful for us. Traditional farming contributes to the excessive use of water as well as the wastage of water. Conventional farming is also a source of pollution. It produces a lot of solid waste, which causes land pollution and causes water pollution due to the significant use of chemical, pesticides, insecticides, which runs along with the water. Efforts have been made to overcome some of these problems through efficient irrigation techniques like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, through use of chemicals and pesticides, through use of tractors and tube wells to improve the performance and efficiency. Still, there is a need of an efficient farming system that includes all of these that ensures maximum crop yield, high quality of the food crops, and sustainability.
There are many solutions possible to the problems mentioned above, and some of those solutions are listed here. Pakistan is a member of the Food and Agriculture Organization, and it is the top of this organization to develop agriculture practices, strategies, and policies. But no such policies have been found in Pakistan, and even if they are present, then nobody follows them. It is the job of the government to set up campaigns and to increase the awareness of the people living in rural areas so they can adopt new technologies which will help themselves and others. Vertical farming, synthetic farming, and greenhouse farming are new concepts, and many countries have adopted these methods to meet their crop needs. When nothing else works, just take matters in your own hands and grow vegetables at home, which will not only meet your food need but also be hygienic.
Assalamu alaikum. Out of all the above mentioned solutions, the best one is the combination of vertical farming and greenhouses. Why this is efficient? Because it provides it accelerates the production of fruits and vegetables in lesser space, and it can be developed in urban areas. So the transportation process from rural to urban will eliminate. It is environment friendly and also the economical friendly because it increases the employment rate, and it is healthy because the fruits and vegetables are grown in proper controlled environment, and we can cultivate those crops which are only available at the seasons. It is sustainable because to environment because of the lesser usage of water and the fossil fuels required. So that's why this is the best fit solution for all the above mentioned solutions. Thank you.
Now I will discuss about the market value of the green organic food crops. By this greenhouse vertical farming system, we are actually establishing the idea of producing green and hygienic food crops with proper standard growth rate and the use of pure organic seeds, and omitting the use of artificial fertilizers or pesticides which are nowadays using for the quick growth of the food crops, which is very harmful. Then these crops will be sold in our own farming area in clean and hygienic environment to remain its quality and protect it from dirt and any adverse weather conditions as compared to the street vendors or the vegetable market where environment is actually not hygienic, and it will ultimately affect the food crops. Then in the recession times where sailors used to sell their food crops in very higher prices, so we have also established the standard rate system, and in the end it will also provide employment and the better income to the people as compared to the horizontal field farming system. Thank you.
Here comes the actual planning for vertical farming. First of all, we have to determine the viability of the solution by various ways. When we talk about the physical layout, maximizing the output efficiency per square meter will maximize the volume. The specialized technologies like rotating beds will be used for lighting. We will choose hydroponics, aeroponics, and aquaponics for the indoor agriculture system. We will have built-in sustainable features like rainwater tanks and multipurpose spaces which can offset energy costs in the vertical farm. We will look for the demand for the crops within our area or within the market we choose to serve. Initially, our plan is to plant 80% fast-turn crops and 20% slow-turn crops. We will market our idea through various ways like social media, newspaper and TV advertisements, etc. Our products will reach out to our customers through our own stores in various areas, and later we will be vending our products to various stores and markets. Here comes our brand name, Organic Greens, with a brand motto, Vertical Agriculture from Farm to Fork, all under one roof.
Outer tall aluminum frames need to be installed. While each frame will contain 22 to 26 layers of growing tubs, each tub will have a custom shape. The hydraulic water-driven vertical system requires water pumps, plumbing system, electricity bulbs, and electrical setup, plus the filters which can be used to recycle water, which will be which will make the whole setup sustainable and efficient. Soil and purely organic seeds need to be acquired from local and international markets, plus the bulbs, PVC roofs, netted walls, plus the heat regulation system are needed for the growth environment of plants. This will create a tropical environment. Hence, proper employees are needed for the maintenance and the installation of equipment and dealing with the vegetables, and also the food crop and the customer handling at the shop, which will be at the lower base of the building. For this, banks and venture capitalists have been reached for necessary investment.
So, actualization. In the initial steps, we have concept development, that is idea generation and resourcing, which we have already discussed. Once we are done with them, let's do it. But we'll have a certain trial period of the product in which we'll be gathering feedbacks and reviews from the people and our initial customers, upon which we will make certain adjustments. For example, people are very keen about the preservation and the packaging of the product. After making adjustments and using our business strategies and business tactics, we'll be making the idea on the full scale to capitalize our idea. Once the startup and the idea is established, we will be forced or necessary for us to keep the track of the product and the sales and make day-to-day reforms to make our product or the business grow up. Thank you so much.
The topic which I am covering in this presentation is the cash flow in this business idea. So cash flow is basically the total amount of money being transferred into and out of the business, especially as affecting liquidity. So cash outflow is basically the business expenses on which we have to spend money. For example, procuring land needed, selecting a site location, as you know, is very important. Choosing a site nearby local market is a good business idea. Setting up or constructing the greenhouse, procuring fertilization system, irrigation material, labor charges for setting up all above components, etc. Basically, there are two types of cost components involved in greenhouse cultivation. The first one is fixed cost component and the later one is recurring cost. Fixed cost component, as you know, is the permanent item cost, for example, land cost, greenhouse, construction material. And the recurring cost is plantation cost, cultivation, etc. Cash inflow is basically the outcome of this business idea, for example, income by selling. Harvesting of a business can be described with respect to two terms: increase your sales or decrease your expenses or manage your resources. Once a business is stable, a farm can be expanded by increasing the number of vertical floors so that more area for farming can be achieved without spending much. Types of vegetables can be increased, and spices and other herbs can also be introduced. Marketing is another important aspect for harvesting of a business. Online market should be introduced and door-to-door service should be provided. And once a system is set, supply can be done in the bulk amount to the restaurants, grocery shops, and food processing companies like Lay's and Shan Foods. Resources can be managed by improving technology, water recycling system. Quantity of a portion of growth should be fixed for the seed recycling. And count of items grown should be managed with respect to demand. Given the situation of availability of fresh food items in Karachi, this business is very essential for this city.